Welcome to Daily Rising, Ignite Everyday Excellence. I'm Dawn D'Amico, your mental performance mastery coach, here to bring you daily mindset and motivation strategies to fuel your success in every area of life. Get ready to ignite your excellence with today's show. If your leadership is driven by the need to be liked, you're not leading. You're managing comfort. You're avoiding conflict. You're protecting your own image. And eventually, that comfort will cost you influence, respect, and alignment. Leaders who obsess over being liked tend to tolerate too much, say too little, and end up resenting everyone around them. They over-accommodate and they delay decisions. They under-communicate and then wonder why the team isn't performing. If you're walking on eggshells to protect your popularity, you've stopped being effective. Leadership requires clarity, not consensus. Your job isn't to make everyone happy. Your job is to create clarity, alignment, and accountability. And sometimes that's going to mean saying no when it's unpopular, holding people to a standard they didn't ask for, calling out what others are avoiding, and protecting the mission over someone's feelings. When your need to be liked outweighs your commitment to lead, the mission is going to suffer every single time. Strong teams don't want a people pleaser, they want a leader. Respect is built through consistency, through your standards, and through follow through, as well as direct communication. It's not built through approval, not over explaining, not avoiding feedback because they might get upset. You can be kind and still have high standards. You can be empathetic and still make hard decisions. You can value people and still call them to something higher. Leadership isn't about being the most liked. It's about being the most trusted. And trust doesn't come from sugarcoating. It comes from truth-telling with strength and care. Lead from identity, not insecurity. Ask yourself, am I hesitating because I don't want to deal with their reaction? Am I unclear because I don't want them to be upset with me? Am I saying yes just to avoid conflict? That's not leadership, that's fear in disguise. If you want to lead with authority, you need to be anchored in your identity. You need to be so rooted in your mission, your values, and your role that people's approval becomes a bonus, not a requirement. You weren't called to fit in. You were called to lead, and leadership has a cost, but the cost of not leading is much higher. So here's your challenge today. Audit where your leadership is being shaped by fear or disapproval. Then cut it off at the root. Stay in the ring. Make the decision. Raise the standard. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. Because the best leaders aren't driven by their need to be liked. They're driven by their commitment to serve well and lead boldly. Thank you for listening to another episode of Daily Rising. If you enjoyed today's show, drop a review and share it with your friends. Don't forget to check the show notes for a recap of today's message, along with valuable resources and opportunities to connect further and ignite your excellence.